Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. Before we get going on all the rest of this information, I want you to know that I am 59 years old. I normally have normal skin, but I would classify myself right now as normal to dry. Today we're going to be doing a wear test on this foundation. This is Lisa Eldridge's new foundation called Seamless Skin. I've just finished my makeup and I will be checking in with you so that you can examine and see if this foundation is something that you would like. It's a sturdy box, so you could actually put this on your vanity just like this and let it sit there. She wanted this to be something that felt really good in your hand, didn't look like all other foundations, and she did that. This does, feel luxurious and substantial in your hand. There is a slope right here that your thumb just holds, and you lift the cap off, and then of course you've got a pump. Then if you want, you can lay this down on its side on your vanity or in a drawer or whatever. It says Lisa Eldridge across the top. This is a frosted glass. On the back it shows the shade that you have. Lisa has funded this herself and it comes in 40 shades. I think that this foundation nails my skin tone and everything, and this is in 2. I filmed a video on this with my first impressions, and that was from the blister pack, but I wanted to wait until I had the bottle in my hand to actually apply with a sponge. So if you're interested in what it looks like with a brush or finger application, then you can go look at that video. I'll try to remember to link that. Today I used a sponge and I treated it like I would my normal foundations, which means I set it with powder, even though she says it's self-setting. I did that not because it was too dewy looking, but because I like to kind of knock my pores back a little bit, and I can do that with powder. That's how much comes out in a pump. And I'm going to dot that all over this side of my face. I fully expect, I'm going to go 2. I fully expect this foundation to get ate up by the sponge, so it may take, a few pumps. 2. I've got 2 over here. That definitely blends in and looks like my skin. And I'm just bringing it everywhere, so you can see that. I want you to see the coverage. It's going to be lighter, of course, because I'm using a sponge. Let's build that up with 1 more pump. 3. That it evened out my skin, which is what we're wanting with a foundation, right? I think it looks exactly like my skin on a really good day. Now I'm going to apply it on the other side with a pump. We'll do 1 pump. And I'll do it with a brush. I will come back with a sponge. I just want to show you 2 pumps. I just want to show you, the difference on sides if I were to use the brush. If I were to take that same amount, then actually there was 3 pumps on the other side, and use the brush to paint it on like Lisa did. I think you can see that it is building up more coverage with the brush. So if you never understood that using a sponge would eat it up more, and make it more sheer, there you go. That was an example for you, but I don't want that. I want to use a sponge. I like my foundations to really closely match so that I don't have to come down my neck, because I just think that when I come down my neck, it emphasizes all the wrinkles and stuff there. I'd rather have a nice moisturizer on my neck and not have to worry about the foundation and how it's looking. All right, now, feels like my skin. I'm going to take just a little more and come right down the center of my face. And then we will call that quits. I guess if you want to use a sponge, then I used about 5 pumps of this foundation. I want a little more right through here. starting point before I powder or anything. This is a self-setting foundation, so powdering is something that I wouldn't, necessarily have to do. This may interest a lot of women for me to go through the day with no powder on, but powder is part of my routine. So I will be using my Lancome Long Time No Shine and set my face. Okay, guys, I'm sorry it's been 5 hours. I meant to come back after 4 hours. I am somebody who's constantly doing this. I am constantly itching, okay? So I could wipe this off completely. Let me come in close so you can see. This puts us at the 9-hour mark. I think I'm starting to get a little more shiny through here, and it's wearing off around my chin. At this point, I do have my hands on my face. I try not to, but I do this and stuff. So, that's what's going on with that. I'm going to go cook dinner and probably get steam from cooking on my face and stuff, but I may walk the treadmill. I don't know, but the next time that you see me, I'll be ready to take it off. All right, final check-in. I am so tired. I can't wait to go to bed. So this is 13-hour check-in. And we're going to take it off as usual with micellar water so that you can see how much left on my face before I go wash my face. Let's see how much is left on my face. That's what's left. It's really not a lot. For not having on a primer or a setting spray, which I do both of those things with any foundation I wear. I can't wait to wear it again, this time with a primer and setting spray.
The next day.
Wearing the same clothes as yesterday. Yeah, I bought this. I get a lot of Laura Mercier in PR, but I bought that. All right, so here we go again. Today we're going to use the primer under the foundation and a setting spray, just like I normally would. I'm going to put the same amount on. That's 2 pumps on each side. Actually, I think it was more like 3. So total of 5 pumps on my face. Because like the Laura Mercier, it doesn't, it's not like it gives out a ton of foundation. So this should be the same amount that I ended up using yesterday on my face, and we'll put that right over this primer. It is Sunday, so my husband is out there watching television. It's his only day off. I'm not going to tell him he can't. So if you hear the television, I think he's watching the news. I don't know. But later he could be watching football or something, and we're just going to let him have it. You guys love Shy Guy, so you'll be like totally taking his side. I'm just kidding. So just like yesterday, I'm going to go in and set it with Lancome, which I feel is appropriate since Lisa is the senior creative executive of Lancome. So I'm thinking that she likes their powder. And there we go. Let me come in really quick so you can see how this looks on my skin. Yes, there's a sleep wrinkle over there. And then the next time you'll see me will be a check-in, which I don't know that it's going to be, 4 hours. I got things I have to do, so it may be 5 or 6 hours before I come back. But the point is to see at the end of the day how much more makeup is left. Late checking in. This is a 6-hour check-in, not a 4. I have been giving this a workout. I went over to Mom's and I went out to the shed to bring in Christmas decorations. It's snowing outside. It's a wet snow too, so it's kind of rainy, snowy, and my face has been through it in the last 6 hours. I noticed there's some skin peeling here, coming on around here. But this is how it looks at the 6-hour mark. And I can see my broken capillaries right there. I just feel like it looks like I need a touch-up, powder down. I would love to take my powder and powder down, but no. In addition to being out in the rainy, windy weather, I've ate food, so yeah, I'm needing a powder now, but let's keep going. The time clock on this second day is like, this is the 9-hour mark now. Let's have a look. All right, so I'm just going to confess that I fell asleep on top of everything else, but you can probably see, maybe not, but I did. I fell asleep like this. 12 hours. We made it. Oh my gosh. Let me come in for the final check. Then we will take it off and see with primer and setting spray, did it stay around more? I am tired, and my hair and makeup have gone through it and back again. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to take our little handy dandy cotton, and let's see how much, moment of truth, do we actually have more foundation than yesterday when I didn't have any primer or setting spray on. What do you think? I think that there is actually more foundation on here than yesterday. So primer and setting spray help. But for me, makeup at 12 hours, especially if it's been workout makeup, I don't think any foundation looks good at 12 hours. The final verdict for this and me is a big thumbs up. Now I know that about the 8-hour mark, I'm going to need to powder my T-zone out and refresh it up a little bit, but I don't have a problem doing that at all. So this is a winner foundation for me. I really like it. I give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to put it in with my long combs, which you guys know are my holy grails. I hope you guys know you're the best part of the Fritzy family, and if you're not having a blessed day, just go be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya. Bye. And I'm out.
This, it's a starty. I think that the foundation. Now that we're all done filming and go outside. Seriously, you know what he was doing? I think I went 12 hours, 12 hours, 12 hours, like 12 times, because I would say 12 hours and then he would go blowing his nose. Every single time I said 12 hours.